Welcome back to another episode of the Streetwise English podcast. Today I want to talk about travel experiences. So when you're making conversation with someone, it's really easy to talk about your past travel experiences. 就跟别人交流的时候，很容易谈到你以前旅游过的经验。So I'm going to try to make this podcast bilingual in Chinese. So if you're not a Chinese speaker, don't worry, there won't be that much Chinese, but I will try to do some impromptu interpretation here. So we'll see how I do. Wish me luck. So in a tutoring class recently, I spoke to a student and he spoke very good English, but he had a little problem with stating that he has never been somewhere before. And in real life, in the real world, when you're talking to someone and you're just having casual conversation, a lot of times you will talk about your travel experience. And so the example was, have you ever been to Cambodia? Have you ever been to Cambodia? 你有没有去过柬埔寨? 你有没有去过柬埔寨? Have you ever been to Cambodia? No, I've never been to Cambodia. No, I've never been to Cambodia. 没有，我没有去过柬埔寨。我没有去过柬埔寨 is I have never been to Cambodia, or I haven't been to Cambodia. So that's the negative. What if you want to state that you have been somewhere? Have you ever been to Japan? Have you ever been to Japan? 你有没有去过日本呢? Have you ever been to Japan? Yes, I've been to Tokyo before. Yes, I've been to Tokyo before. 是的，我去过东京。I went to Tokyo 5 years ago. I went to Tokyo 5 years ago. 我5年前去过东京。5年前去过东京。I went to Tokyo 5 years ago. Have you ever been to Greece? Have you ever been to Greece? 你去过了希腊吗? 有没有去过希腊呢? Have you ever been to Greece? I've never been to Greece. 我没去过希腊. I've never been to Greece. But I hope to go someday. But I hope to go someday. 但是希望有一天我有机会去希腊. But I hope to go someday. Have you ever been to Korea? Have you ever been to Korea? 有没有去过韩国? Have you ever been to Korea? No, I've never been to Korea. I've never been to Korea. Have you ever been to California? Have you ever been to California? 有没有去过加利福尼亚呢? Have you ever been to California? I've never been to California. I've never traveled to California. I've never had the opportunity to travel to California. Okay, 你累了吗? 听累了没有? Are you getting tired of this? Sorry, it's very repetitive, but I'm just trying to drive in the point. So after you ask someone if they've been somewhere, then you'd usually ask them, how did they like it? Or what was it like? So you'd say, for example, Have you ever been to Canada? Have you ever been to Canada? 去过加拿大吗? Yes, I've been to Canada. Yes, I've been to Canada. But I went about 10 years ago. I went to Canada about 10 years ago. 我出过，但是已经有10年差不多了. Yes, I went to Canada, but it's already been about 10 years. And then I might say, well, how did you like it? How did you like it? How did you like it? 你觉得怎么样啊? How did you like it? Oh, I love Canada. I love Canada. The food was great and the air was fresh and the people were friendly. The food was great, the air was fresh and the people were friendly. 吃得很好，然后空气很新鲜，最后老百姓很好啊。So the food was great, the air was clean, and the people were friendly. Okay, let's find another example. Have you ever been to Beijing? Oh yes, I've been to Beijing many times. Oh yes, I've been to Beijing many times. 是的，我去过北京很多次啊。Yes, I've been to Beijing many times. What do you think about Beijing? What do you think about Beijing? 你觉得北京怎么样啊? What do you think about Beijing? Well, I like all the culture and history in Beijing, but I don't like the air pollution or the traffic. I like the culture and history in Beijing, but I don't like the air pollution or the traffic. 我很喜欢北京的历史和文化，但是我不喜欢空气污染和堵车。So I like the culture and the history in Beijing, but I don't like the traffic or the air pollution. Okay. Do you get the idea? I hope that this is useful for you. I mean, we always talk about our travel experiences when we're talking to friends and new people that we meet. So, and talking about places that you've both been together is a way to connect with people. So, 跟别人交流，你谈到你旅游的经验很有用，因为你这样也可以跟别人有一个共同点。So you can have a common point, a speaking point, if you've been somewhere, the same place before, if you've both been there, that links you together, right? Have you ever been to Seattle? 你有没有去过西雅图? Have you ever been to Seattle? I have never been to Seattle. I've never been to Seattle. 我从来没有去过西雅图。我从来没有去过西雅图。我还没有去过西雅图。我还没有去西雅图。I've never been to Seattle yet. I've never been to Seattle yet. But someday I want to go to Seattle because I heard about the world's first Starbucks and the famous fish market there. I want to go to Seattle because I heard about the world's first Starbucks and the famous fish market there. 我想去西雅图，因为我听说过那边是世界上第一个星巴克，还有那边的鱼市场很有名。So I want to go to Seattle because I heard about the world's first Starbucks and the famous fish market there. 好吧， 我们就说到这里，差不多10分钟，希望你觉得这样有用啊。Okay, that's about 10 minutes. I hope that you felt this was useful. When you talk about traveling, it's always interesting if you can find common places that you've both been to, or maybe there's a place that that the other person's interested in that they haven't been to yet, and you have some experiences you can share. So remember, when you're having a conversation or you're starting up conversation after you've broken the ice, talking about travel experiences is always a great way to make a new friend. 就是破冰之后，你聊到旅游经验，也是一个非常好的办法，就交朋友啊。Okay, my friends, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this exercise, and I hope that you get to do some traveling this year, because life is short and travel always creates opportunities for new experiences and enriches your life. 就说到这里，谢谢，下次见。That's all for today. Thank you for listening. I will see you next time. I'm Carl from the Streetwise English podcast. If you'd like to take an English tutoring session with me, you can look me up online. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.